Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2021-22 season. It's our wildcard game week review. We're going to look at how well we did in game week 4, and later on in the video we're going to take a look at chess grandmaster Magnus Carlsen's team. He also wildcarded this game week, and we're going to see how well we compared to him. As well, we're going to take a look at our transfer plans for game week 5. Our captaincy picks. It's going to be a long one, so stick around guys. Let's get straight into business. So this is how we set up in our last video, but immediately after we dropped that video, we found out that Heung-min Son was injured, so we had to quickly adjust our team into this one. If you follow us on our Twitter page at FPL Vendetta, you'd be aware of the changes that we had to make. So this is the team that we played in game week 4, our wildcard team. We had Sanchez in goal, and he came in with a clean sheet. They played against Brentford, and they won that game through a late goal, and that's what sealed the victory for Brighton. Trent got a clean sheet as well, and even an assist for Salah. So he got 12 points in total. Our suspicions that Arsenal might start doing better with a clean sheet against Norwich as a start was true, and Ben White came in with a clean sheet, but he got a yellow card, so that was 5 points. We decided to go with Digne, even though we had the opportunity to bring in a Wolves defender, so it kind of hurt that Digne couldn't keep a clean sheet against Burnley at home. He came in with just 2 points. Ismail Assar only had 2 points. He couldn't do anything at home to Wolves. They lost that game 0-2. We decided to go with Pepe and stick with him because just before the deadline we realized even Smith Rowe was fit to play, and Pepe's chances of starting the Norwich game was in doubt, but it was either we stuck with Pepe or brought in Torres, and we decided to stick with Pepe, and it paid off because Torres got 3 points and Pepe got 6, so that was a good choice. Jota got 3 points. He could have gotten more if not for Mane's wastefulness, but he only had the 3 points, and Salah scored the goal from the Trent assist, so he got 8 points. We had Jimenez, who only got 1 point. He's yet to score this season, and I don't know if bringing him in was such a wise idea. All the underlying stats said Jimenez was gonna start kicking up, bringing in the points, but he's yet to do that. Even Traore is another Wolves attacker who's yet to do anything this season. But we're gonna have to stick with them because Antonio's got a red card. He got a -1 in that game. Very, very late second yellow, so he misses the game against Manchester United next. And then Cristiano Ronaldo got a total of 13 points, and he was our captain, so that was doubled up to 26. So that's 4 captaincy picks that we've had that have yielded us points all season, so we're yet to fail in that front, so that's a good one. Also, we've also had our first benched player, who we usually pick the best bench player who could get us points, just in case one of these starters don't feature. He can always come in with points, and Livramento got a clean sheet for Southampton, so that was a good choice as well. So that totaled up to 70 points, and we're now finally in the top 500k, so that's a good one. Total of 293 points. As for our game week 4 prediction league picks, we went with Ronaldo, Mount, Digne, and Tierney, and Ronaldo got us points. Mount and Digne did not, and Tierney got us the clean sheet against Norwich. So that's 2 out of 4 picks correct, so that's a draw game. That's 1 point, and so that takes us down in the league table. We now have a total of 8 points. We had 1 point in game week 1, 3 points in game week 2 and 3, and now 1 point in game week 4. So we're still doing good. We're still doing well. If you don't know the rules for our prediction league game, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's really very easy to understand. We pick 4 players who we believe are going to score us points in each game week, and the rules are simple. We don't pick the same player 2 game weeks in a row. We don't pick players from the same clubs, and we only pick 1 premium asset from both the attack and defense, and then 1 mid-range asset in attack and defense. So this is how we did in game week 4. As for our game week 5 picks, we're gonna go with Salah as our premium attacking pick, Saint Maximin as our mid-range attacking pick. He's facing Leeds, and Leeds have been quite leaky in defense all season, so we're going with Saint Maximin. I think he's going to get us points in game week 5. Cancelo is our premium defensive pick, and Marcel rounds it up for us as our mid-range or budget defensive pick. So these are our 4 picks who we believe are going to score us points in game week 5. As for our transfer plans, this is how our team looks at the moment. We've got Sanchez and Backman in goal. We've got White, Digne, Trent, Williams and Livramento in defense. Pepe, Allen, Salah, Jota and Sarr in midfield. Antonio, Jimenez and Ronaldo as our forwards. So with Antonio getting the red card, that really throws a wrench in our plans, because initially we were thinking maybe we would be moving away from Pepe, probably to Torres, who has Southampton at home, or probably be getting in one of those Wolves defenders that we chose to avoid in game week 4, or probably upgrading, probably to a DCL or Bamford. But that's not going to be, because I don't think we're going to be selling Antonio for starters, because he's got some good game weeks even after the Manchester United game. So we're just going to bench him for game week 5. We're not going to sell him, even though his price has come down. As for our defense, Digne, who we trusted to get us the clean sheets in game week 4, disappointed. So we may be taking him out for probably a Marcel, but Marcel's price has already increased to 4.6. But we're holding off on making any transfers simply because the European games are still ongoing. I'll probably make our transfers after the Europa League games are done Thursday night. But for now, we're just gonna wait. If we're gonna make any transfers, it's gonna be getting in Marcel for Digne, or we'll just have to roll the transfer for game week 5 and then go into game week 6 with 2 transfers. We already decided that we're taking out Ronaldo and bringing in Lukaku for the game week 7. So that's definite, that's set in stone, and we don't want to be taking any hits, to change up this team. Initially we were thinking about getting in KDB after those red fixtures, I think against Chelsea and Liverpool, and then they have a home game against Burnley. But if we're gonna do that, we're gonna be needing to take too many hits. We'll be taking out probably a Digne, taking out a Pepe, taking out Jota, downgrading Antonio. It's gonna take a lot of hits to make up the money in order to get KDB. So we don't want to do any of that. We want to slow down and build slowly to where we want to be. We're aiming at the top 100k, but I think for this game week we may just aim lower, probably a top 300k for this game week. So this is how the team looks. If we look at the mind of a certified genius, we can see that his team is almost similar to ours. He finished with a total points of 79. Magnus Carlsen, the chess grandmaster himself, he went with Sanchez in goal, Trent and Wolves defender and Shaw. So he went with a Wolves defender, while we avoided that and went with Digne. So he ripped the rewards with a clean sheet. He went with Rafinha, Salah, Traore and Jota in midfield. So he has a Wolves attacker. We went with Jimenez. So he went with Aubameyang, which was really interesting. We went with Pepe as a Arsenal attacking forward, and Lukaku, he went with Lukaku instead of Cristiano Ronaldo. So he captained Lukaku, got the same 26 points. So that's interesting. I'm wondering if he's gonna sell Lukaku for the next 2 game weeks, and then move on from there by getting Lukaku back in. But with Spurs looking very suspect in defense, they'll probably have a different centre-back pairing when they face Chelsea, and that might mean Lukaku will get points. We would have to see, but that move of getting Lukaku instead of Ronaldo doesn't look so bad right now, honestly speaking. His team looks really strong. He got 9 points more than we did. We got 70, he got 79. But from what our transfer plans look like, I think we will be getting something similar to his. With Marcel, I think our team will be closer to that. But if we're going to go with that, then our team would look like this, with Bachmann in goal, Trent, Marcel, White, and Williams. Would have to bring in Williams since we're not going to be selling Antonio. That would be our defense. We'll go with Sarr, Pepe, Jota, Salah in midfield, and Ronaldo and Jimenez as our forwards. We won't be going with Sanchez. I know a lot of people will have Sanchez in goal, but they don't have a choice. They have to play Sanchez because they have a 4.0 backup goalie, so they have to play Sanchez. But we've got Bachmann, who's coming up against Norwich, and this is exactly why we wanted 2 starting goalies in our wildcard team, so we can avoid the very difficult fixtures that Brighton would have. So in that particular fixture between Watford and Norwich that's coming up in game week 5, I looked at the stats, and it seems Norwich find it really difficult playing against Watford. Last season in the Championship, both games, home and away, Watford won those games 1-0. Okay, Sarr even scored in one of those games. So it might be that Zisco is having the edge over Farker in this particular game week. I mean, rather in this particular matchup. So Watford seems to have Norwich's number. So I won't be surprised if they keep a clean sheet against Norwich, even though their predictions saying that Norwich would win this game because they're at home. But I don't think so. I think probably Watford will give him a run for their money. And if I'm lucky, with Williams also in my defense, the game might probably just end 0-0, and then I reap 2 clean sheets from that. Okay, so this is how we will probably go if we made the transfer of Digne to Marcel. Even if we intend to roll the transfer, we would have to play Digne, and then there's also a chance of getting in Alan Saint-Maximin, just in case I have to sell Antonio later on in the game week for one reason or the other. But for now, I'm planning on holding the transfer, and then after the Thursday games, I would probably be bringing in Marcel. Even though his price has gone up, I'm still gonna get him in because their fixtures are just too good to ignore. Okay, so this is our transfer plans. Our captain is definitely gonna be Salah. I saw a stat saying he's scored in appearances against Crystal Palace. He scored in all 6 games. Couple of assists as well. So Salah does very well against Crystal Palace, and I don't think there's any better captain to have in this game week. A lot of FPL managers are going to captain Salah, so it's going to be down to the other players that you select who are going to give you the points. So you have to be very careful this game week. This is a game week where there might be a chance of getting a red arrow. We've enjoyed a consistent green arrow since the season began, so this game week might be the game week where we may want to be very, very careful not to make a mistake. Okay, so that's the video. I'll say cheers, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay, peace.